One of the things that I've noticed is that as you get more familiar with being with the mind that's resting, you seem to notice things more. And maybe that's because you're not so preoccupied, that there's room for awareness. So there's like less judgment, more seeing. Just this being with the mind that is resting. And what I've noticed, these are my personal observations, what I've noticed is that people seem to be so bothered and under pressure a lot. I noticed that, all kinds of ways, it's pretty kind of constant, for people. And, when you go to practice meditation, it could be more of the same, more pressure, like, I must have a perfect posture, I mustn't get distracted, Damn you, why won't you settle? Settle, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? And like in everyday life situations, like I wanted to be like this, but it's not. And a reminder to Mark, the health and safety, like missing your flight or your train or your bus, Oh, there's so much you can get upset about, But does it really matter? Really? Does it really matter? Have you been had? So you sit here. All kinds of thoughts arise that demand your attention. But do they really matter? You're here. Do they really matter, Apart from all that noise in your head, you're okay. Do these things matter right now? Right now? Do you have to respond to these demands immediately? Final notice. Just resting, And when you rest, you discover what all these thoughts have hidden from you. Your secret being. Being. Content just to be. To breathe. So all these thoughts and stuff, left to themselves, they become just like a background music. Like the sounds that you hear right now. They're just there in the background. The background to resting in great contentment. Giving up any mental effort. It's so simple. Abandoning the thinker and what is thought of. Self-existing wakefulness, which is free from what it sees. Although thoughts are always changing, Sounds are always changing. Self-existing wakefulness is there all the time, free from what it sees. Just becoming familiar with that. Meditation is no big deal. It's just becoming familiar. Free from what you see. It keeps changing. Giving up any mental effort. Just be. There isn't anything further than this. There's no higher state than this. This is it. Self-existing wakefulness, free from what it sees, never ceases, always there, indifferent to what appears. You can't get it by chasing it. It only appears when you stop and just be and breathe. Natural. It's there all the time. You can't get rid of it. The rest of it doesn't really matter. You're free. Of course, there's lots of things that really do matter. But the point is, right now, right here, right now, you're okay. You need to know that. You need to be familiar with that aspect of your being. Why? You know. That's what's real. Most of the rest of it is all just bullshit. And one of the things I forgot to mention, I don't know why, but I forgot to mention it, is that this is not about dismissing your thoughts. You see? You're not dismissing your thoughts. I might have given the wrong impression. They're not about dismissing your thoughts. No, you don't dismiss your thoughts. You leave them alone. Two completely different things. You just leave them alone. Okay? So that concludes that little session.